What is going on YouTube? It is your boy B-Mark coming at you with another episode on this channel.
Tulips in a twist. Hand up boss like communist.
Today's episode, I'm with Cole, and we just finished our VIP one-on-one coaching half days for the last 3 days. Fuck's so funny.
I was just talking shit to Nick multiple times about his like microphones and the white balance and the cameras and everything else.
Guys, we just finished our VIP one-on-one coaching half days, and I wanted to have a conversation about the theme, because the first VIP one-on-one coaching half days, what we did is we helped them create a structure for their coaching business, and then we basically gave them tools that they ran with, and they ended up making more money. But then when they came back the second time, it wasn't about more money. It's like they were like drowning in overwhelm. Because, you know, when you're growing a coaching business, like when you're trying to take it past like 50K, 100K, etc., at that point, it's no longer about you, and it's about team. It's about your leadership skills. It's about your emotional ability to regulate yourself and help other people regulate. The first round was a lot of tactics and structure, and this round was more like emotions and like
across the board,
leadership.
All fucking three of them. Like each session, it started with, okay, how do we scale? How do we do this? How do we grow? And ended with emotion, for lack of a better term. All of them were lacking emotional maturity in the degree of how do I lead a team to the highest level. I talk about this all the time in the academy when it comes down to making your first $10,000 a month. It's easy. And people don't understand that until they make it. But once they make it, they're like, yo, that was easy. I know how to do that again. And they're like, okay, cool. And then they start scaling, and then they get to the mastermind, and they're making anywhere from 10 to 30K is the below average. Like that's the lower average. And then once you start making like 50, 60, 70, they're like, I want to scale more, and I want to be the CEO. And then they just keep leading with the same emotional maturity as they did when they were making $10,000 a month. And then they run into fucking walls consistently. They're like, well, why can't I grow? I'm like, well, your team doesn't even know who the fuck you are. That was the first struggle.
Yeah.
It was just like Nicole came in with her team, and she led and grew very quickly. She hit her $100,000 a month in, was it November?
Yep.
November. And they're doing very well still. But in order to reach that next level, to consistently sustain $100,000 months, you gotta be vulnerable and open with your team. They need to know who the fuck you are, what your vision is.
And it also comes down to like how you operate as a person. If you're the type of person that doesn't receive feedback well, and you're the leader, and when somebody gives you feedback, you snap, people are gonna be afraid to come to you.
Yep.
Or if you're the type of person that has like very firm, like you need to do this, but you haven't made it clear what they need to do, it's like, people are not gonna wanna come to you. And so you need to like ask yourself what kind of character you show up as. Like when adversity strikes, how do you react? And this is the same conversation as like relationships and friendships.
Oh yeah.
Like when adversity strikes, how do you react? How do you respond? What's your initial response? That is going to determine whether or not people wanna work with you and work with your team. I think another thing we talked about a lot this week with our 3 half days is goals and motivation. I think that a lot of people struggle with the idea of leading team members, but what you don't understand is if you're an online coach that's coaching clients, right? And you've got 20, 30, 40, 50 clients and you're getting them results. You're leading humans. And what most people don't understand, and there's like a massive disconnect, is leading your coaching clients is the exact same thing as leading your team. And so when you're leading your coaching clients, you understand their goals, your motivations, the things that they want, etc. And it's easy for you to keep them motivated because you can like help them by reminding them of their goals, reminding them of their why, etc. And a lot of the people that we brought today, and we're like, what is your, this coach's that's working for you, what's their goal in life? We're like, I don't know. Like, well, how are you supposed to motivate them if you don't know what their motivations are?
It comes down to understanding their goals and their motivations and how to drive them, push them through the pain. Because when you have a weight loss client that's struggling and they've wanted to lose 50 pounds and they keep hitting fucking barriers, they're gonna get pissed off, and you need to learn how to guide them through that. But on the other side of it as well, a lot of people who have fitness clients are vulnerable with them. They talk about their pains, what got them into fitness, what helped them achieve their goals, and then people resonate with that on social media and hire that person as a coach. But then for some reason, they're not vulnerable enough. They don't speak to their fucking coaches. They don't open up about what they want. They don't open up about their goals, aspirations, big long-term vision for the business. They talk about the general vision. We want to get here, 100,000, 400 clients, 1,000 clients. They got the general vision, but like the fucking why is missing. They don't share it, and then their coaches feel a little bit of a disconnect, but their clients don't feel a disconnect because they've been vulnerable on their social media to a certain degree, so their clients are connected. Does that make sense? Like this all comes together.
Yeah. And the last thing I kind of want to end up this video is like how we're feeling as leaders, because this is like, we just took on 10 one-on-one clients, and now we're having like, we had 3 half days this week, we had 3 last week.
Aren't we at 11?
11, yeah.
11 one-on-one clients now.
And so, and then we had the event before that.
Yep.
And so as a leader, I'll be honest, like it has required me to step into a new level to be able to coach and lead at this level, but also it is like brought out a depth in me that I like have been craving, I think. Some of the stuff that's like been in my mind as like awareness is like stuff that I like know that I know. I didn't even know that I know, but then I'm like, when I go into somebody's DMs and I'm like, oh, like I can see exactly why you're not making sales. And then I pull out this like subconscious intuitive knowing that I had and I put it into a system. It's like, it's just causing me to go like a layer deeper than I've ever gone. Like I wrote the best connection post I've ever written and I like had the deepest value post I've ever written because it's like, it's causing me to evolve. I feel like this last week, I wasn't overwhelmed, which is exciting because the week before I was like almost overwhelmed and burned out by the end of the week. And this week, like I'm tired, like I'm like exhausted in a good way. Like I just gave all my energy out. And I'm also like, I'm not like gassed.
Yeah, no, not even a little bit. Like Nick, you just asked me this downstairs. You're like, how are you feeling? And I'm like, this is just another day now. I feel like when we first did our first half days, what was it, like 4 months ago?
Yeah.
3 months ago, we were fucking dead. We were exhausted. It was like, what the fuck? As soon as we were done our last one, I literally went home and I just laid on the couch and I was like, holy fuck, I am dead right now.
Yeah.
But then it just became the normal. It was like, okay, this is now our normal. This is a fucking thing that we need to embrace. And we're going to get busier and busier and busier with our events, traveling to fucking Australia, dealing with everything else, dealing with the fucking families. So it just like unlocked a new level. Like it just forced me into a very uncomfortable situation and just sitting in there for the last 3 months. Now it's just the normal. Now I'm like, okay, now this is getting comfortable. What else can we do to fucking level up? And I feel like it was a necessary lesson that we needed to help us step into the fucking shoes that we always wanted to wear. And now I'm just excited for the next thing that we're gonna do and the next thing that we're gonna do.
Bet, that's it. That's all. That brings us to the end of today's YouTube episode. It is 5 p.m. on a Saturday. It's February 2023. And me and Cole are fucking killing it right now. All right, so future Brian, when you're watching this, fuck, you are good looking. All right, god damn, I'm proud of you. Keep it up.
I legit thought you were gonna go, I thought you were gonna start talking mad shit there too. So I was staying quiet. Listen, future Cole, when you see this, just know that you will always be more attractive than Jax. Always, bro. I'm just kidding, you're killing it, bro. You got all the cars you want, the houses you want, traveling the world. Let's fucking go, homie.
Deuces.